Hey, good evening. This is Neil Simple Futures. It's Monday, the 30th of October, and it's going to be a very interesting, busy week this week. But I don't really think today or tomorrow has anything to do with it. It'll start Wednesday with the Fed announcement, and then Thursday with Apple reporting. So today it was just back and forth, kind of balance. I imagine tomorrow I'm kind of look at being largely the same. So, just take it kind of easy. Tomorrow's probably just a bunch of wiggle up and down, sideways into balance, really, mostly. So, ends up, ES goes out about 41.80, call it 85 or something. Tomorrow, plus or minus 30-ish on the over-under on the expected move. So that push it into 42.30 on the top or 41.50 on the bottom in general. Go to a daily chart here. We see that also from the high of the last move to last Friday's low, what this was today was a bounce back up to touch the 236 Fib retrace. That was on today's high. And up there at the bull target up here would be, remember, the balance in the middle of this sideways trade from early April to mid-May. That, that's a bullish target, at least, anyway. And then if it rolls over and you have to be looking for the bearish target down there, then that was just basically based on the math of the expected move. However, last Friday's settlement was at 38. Overnight low and in the over Globex session last night was 43. So the 38s is still a naked gap on last Friday's settle. So really, what I'll tell you is, I would really honestly be targeting 38 on the downside, not just 50, but actually 38. That would be the target. And then as far as the lean long above, short below, well, I mean, here's what I had in mind for today. We used 56 as the over-under, with if bullish then up into maybe 95, and if bearish then down into prior settle 38 and last week's low 22. So keeping what I'm pointing to is basically the over-under 56. Let's go check that against what happened today, see if we still like that or if we can adjust it a little bit. Nah, bump it to 59. Yeah, that's if it gets below 59, then what's happening at that point is it's in search en route for today's low, and that won't hold because below there's a gap down to 38. So let's see, 85. Trying to see if I could do any better. See, I want you to know that it looks like it's maybe broken down as quickly as possible, so that it widens the gap between when you're figuring out that you're bearish, widens the distance between that and target, right? No, I really can't do any better. I mean, I feel like I could sort of stretch it to like 61, but there's not much difference in those two, right? I mean, you can right there in that little area, that's where it tells you if it's starting to bust that right there, then look, you know what it's doing. It's going for today's low that will not hold because it's en route to that naked settle down there at 38. That'd be the first one, but then of course it may even be looking for last Friday's low down there, so 38 and maybe a backup down there at like 20 something. But Really, what I like, honestly, as far as a lean, is nothing. And I mean, seriously, probably we can go back to the daily chart because tomorrow doesn't matter. I'm just on schedule to do videos tonight, but tomorrow doesn't matter. What matters is Wednesday. But you notice on the way down, it was doing lower high. It was making lower highs all the way down. Well, that ended today. Today took out Friday's high, so ended the one-time framing down on the daily chart today. But all this does is put it in neutral. That's not one-time framing up yet. What it has to do tomorrow is trade all day tomorrow with a higher low than today's low. And as long as it does that, then that would officially start one-time framing up, right? But what does that matter when it's the day in front of Fed, which is the day in front of Apple? What you can honestly, in my opinion, really kind of anticipate is a bunch of, like today, choppy up, down, burr, 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 burr. Just as it, kind of squares up and gets ready for Wednesday. At which point, we'll see what happens. I mean, I've got an idea, but we'll see which way it wants to go. That's about what I got for you tonight. So hopefully, maybe this helps a little bit. If nothing else, saves you from chasing something around tomorrow and getting beat up and on a choppy day in front of a Fed Wednesday. So check you again at the next update. Good night.
Without simpler trading, I could not have financial independence.
This is one of the best investments I ever made in my life.
It's helping me find consistency.
It's one of the things that won me